Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Otters Den. Tonight, our guest is Donna Wallace from the Silver Wolf Gifts and Treasures. How the hell are you, girl?
I'm good, bro. How's it going with you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Started my first day at my new job today, and so I've been kind of rushed, but all in all, it's been a pretty good Monday, so I can't complain.
Good.
Job went pretty good. I think I'm going to like it, so yeah.
Positive energies. That's it.
Thank you. Hey, Lisa, how words? How the hell are you? That's what I'm trying to say.
Hi, Lisa.
How the hell are you?
Oh, now see, if we're going to start having these little, like, I'm old. I'm not going to be able to see all these responses here.
That's why I toss them up on the screen. I can't read them either. Thank you. How you doing, Renee? I know.
Hey, Renee. I know these guys from sitting here watching your show. Now we need Howie and we need Michelle.
Right.
Well,
good. Glad you're doing, Lisa. Hey, Raymond, how the heck are you? Welcome to the Otters. Going to give it just a minute here to let some Papa people. Let some Papa people on.
Pop some people on.
Today. I'm going to warn you ahead of time. So if I'm saying something and in the middle of it, peanut butter jelly sandwich comes out, don't be surprised.
I'm used to you.
Hey, bro, how the heck are you?
Oh, there's Chris.
How you doing?
There's Chris.
Yes. So, you. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you? How'd you get started in this business, and what got you interested in it? And don't tell any details that get me annihilated or anything. But tell us a little bit about your shop and the shows you do and all that good kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, the shop itself is called the Silver Wolf Treasures and Gifts. It's all right. You got it backwards, but it's okay. Treasures and Gifts, or AKA the Silver Wolf. I started the Silver Wolf July 2017. And the reason I started it was I've been always very passionate about my path, which is the Wiccan path. And I didn't feel like there was really anything in our area, in this over the river in Ohio, yes, but not in Kentucky. So I started that on a very minimal amount of money. I got a space. It was very strange the way it happened, Keith. I wanted to do this, and I had my mission statement. My mission statement is my shop is not just a shop. It's a metaphysical shop at an education center. It is that you can feel safe when you come into my shop to be yourself, whatever path you are. And then we are there to guide you to the tools, the knowledge, education, whatever it is you're looking for. We try to accommodate is basically what it is. When I was in a planning stage of this, My husband and I were talking about it, and if it wasn't for him, I would not have the shop because I started the shop on a very minimal $5,500.
All righty
And
then.
yes, and I should have asked for more, but I didn't because he was like, I'll go to my 401k, I'll get you some money, to get you started, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to find a space now, and I need a space that's not going to like take everything he just gave me,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm looking at one space, and this guy happened to just lie to me, flat out lie to me. And I was so upset that day. And I called my husband and said, listen, it didn't pan out. I'm going to just drive around for a minute because I'm in a mood and I don't want to come home with this. So I'm driving around, and I go into this one little strip mall, and I go to turn around is what it was to go home. And here's this little space right in the middle of the strip mall available. And I'm like, So I go up to the window and I look in, and it's horrendous, by the way. This space is it was a dentist office. There's plumbing everywhere, and it's pretty bad. And so I'm like, I'll give them a call. So within a couple of days, I met with the owner, and here's the funny thing. So she says, it's a woman. She says, what kind of business is this? And I'm like, oh God, here we go. Yeah. So I'm like, well, it's a metaphysical shop. It's, your crystal balls and your incense, your tarot, that kind of thing. She's like, interesting. We've never had anything like this before. Didn't judge me. And I said, I have this idea. I just want to try it I need someone to give me a chance.
Yeah.
Give me the lease for a year. If it doesn't work, I get out. But if it works, this is just my base, that kind of, she agrees to it. Well, we start talking about rent. So she quotes me a price, and I said, that sounds pretty good, but let me talk it over with my husband tonight. I'll get back with you tomorrow. Now, I guess she thought I was going to take it. So she starts negotiating on her own. I did nothing. Did nothing. And so it went from 1 to like 500 less to 400 less. And she kept doing this on her own. And I'm like, the entire time she's doing it, I'm like, listen, it's not that I don't want the space. My husband kind of gave me the funds, so I kind of want to run it by him first before I decide to sign the dotted line,
Yeah, naturally.
She got down to this one price to get me started. And I said, I'm going to have to stop you right there because if you go any lower, I'm going to feel bad. Right. So I got it very minimal for my first year, and it worked. I took in consigners, made it look full because I didn't have a lot of money for the inventory at first, So I made it work. So in that first year, we started with a shop. I think it's 1,200 square feet, something like that. So I started with my shop, and then within a year, I would have readers come in and things like this, healers. And I had this little portion in the very back of the shop. They had this little divider wall, and that's where they did their business. Unfortunately, everyone in the shop could hear everything. Oh. So in 2019, the person next to me ended up leaving. So I asked the owner, like, hey, can I just get a little 10 by 10 room on the addition of my shop so I can have a reader healer room, Yeah. And she's like, why don't you just take the whole thing? And I was like, girl, I've been in business 2 years. I can't afford to double my space on that. Of course, she goes into, well, how much you think you can afford? So now the businesswoman in me is like, we're going to lowball the hell out of her, and we'll see where it goes from there, right? Right. So I gave her this ungodly number, and she's like, okay. And I'm like, the entire time, Keith, this has been going on, the divine has been in it. Like, It was all about the path. It was all about getting, guiding minds and things like this. So the divine has guided this entire journey from beginning until now. So now we've grown. Now it's like we double our space. We have lots of events now at the shop. Hang on a second.
You betcha.
Lots of events at the shop, and we have readers and healers in every day, from tarot to psychic mediums. Now I'm bringing on board an Akashic record reader, which she's excellent, by the way. Nice. So we're having all those kind of things. We have classes, and now, of course, we do lives on Facebook. On Wednesday night, you were talking about that earlier. Wednesday, we do Witch Talk Wednesday. It could be anything. It could be me just teaching you something. It could be that, like, Keith calls in or messages in and says, hey, I'd love to know a little bit more about this subject, so then I'll put something together for that. Or I have someone like Keith or Misty or any of those guys on, So it's like I kind of have that as an open night. Thursday night is tarot night. That's when I have fun. And it's free tarot for the hour. I do every listener, I try to get to everybody, and so far so good. I've been able to get to everyone. I do about 40 something readings in an hour, and then we do the tarot scopes for the week. So I do the tarot pulls by the zodiacs and give them their little horoscope for the week. And then Fridays, of course, is our sales one. And that's the one we have fun with. We do sales on that one, and we also play games. We have the big carnival games and stuff like that. So we always have something going on. So there's, I mean, you can come to the page and take a look at it at the Silver Wolf Treasure. On Facebook, it would be at Silver Wolf Treasures. You'll be able to go to our website from there. You can get information about all the events there, that kind of thing. So, but yeah, I got started because of my path. I just wanted more people to, I don't know, I just felt like I needed to get it out there a little better. And I really was upset by a lot of the so-called groups around here. I would watch, and I didn't join any of them, but I would go to some of the events and that. And then, you're having something like a meetup of some sort, then that's what it should be. It should be something you're teaching them, or you're answering questions when people come to this. And it wasn't what they advertised it to be. So I felt like there was a lot of people in this area that were misguiding these young ones, and so I just wanted to do things by the book. That's how the Silver Wolf got started.
Okay.
And then, of course, we expanded again. Like 2019, we also started the expo. So we have the Universal Energy Expo that's at the Covington Convention Center. And that's another thing. It was about the divine being in it. Northern Kentucky did not have any big, little tiny ones, yes, but no big spiritual themed expos. So I started that in 2019. Nice. And we got shut down in COVID, but it's like we're in technically the 5th year of it is in May 6th and 7th this year. So yeah, I'm excited about. It's been a huge journey, stressful journey sometimes. Being an accountant for 30 years and then going into this kind of business was total leap of faith. A total leap of faith. But I do not miss tax time.
I don't blame you a bit there. I don't. It's that time is here again, and with the house fire and the insurance money and everything, I don't know where I'm going to end up. So I'm just going to take mine in here, do it. Call me.
You're doing it. You're doing it. It's little by little, piecemeal if you have to, but you're doing it. I've seen huge, from the time of that fire up until now, huge improvements, huge projects you've taken on. And you've impressed me. If you weren't so damn far away, I'd have you here doing some stuff for me too. Because you've done the carpentry, the electric, the plumbing. I mean, you've done so much of that work over there. You could probably start your own business, Keith, and be a handyman.
I pretty much did it all. But the thing with me starting my own business is for me to do electrical work, I have to be licensed as an electrician. So I'd have to go to school. Same as a contractor. You got to have a contractor's license. Especially now, me going back to work, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, no. You will there.
Maybe in the future, we'll see. I don't know. It's stuff I like to do. But this is totally different than, say, walking into somebody's home.
Right.
Walls there, and you have to run a new wire from here to there and figure out how to drill through studs without ripping the wall out. And no thanks. That's a bunch of nope.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. There for a while though, when you were working on your house though, I would always see like the cinder block and that kind of thing, like the big concrete areas and stuff. And I'd be like, man, I don't know. I'm kind of a castle kind of girl. I kind of like that whole the cinder block. That looked so cool for a long time, though.
I called my castle for quite a bit. That block is right behind these 2x4s and insulation yet. I got one spot where you can still see it. Hopefully this weekend I'm going to get that, get furring strips up and get the insulation in and get that covered. Last night, I ran out of things to do because I need electrical boxes and conduit, and I need to finish this, but I can't do that because I don't have those. I need to do this, but I don't have that. So okay, what do I have? What can I do? I have plaster lath. So I started putting plaster lath up on a wall.
There you go.
It made a hell of a difference in the way that corner looks. So once I get just the lath up, I mean, it's going to feel even more homey. It's always been home, even when it was just the block walls.
Right.
But that's going to help because it's going to be a solid wall. I'm not going to be able to put my hand through the plastic into the insulation, and then as I go, I can, do it room by room, get the plaster to do, each individual room as I go and get one room done at a time. And eventually I'll get there.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah. But when I remember, I've been saying this for a long time. I have to write down on my calendar when everybody's shows are, what night, what time, because I can forget and I don't get the Facebook notification, even though I'm logged in, and I will work right on through them. And then later I'll be scrolling, and 2 hours later I'll get the notification that somebody's live or, somebody's show, but they're late, and it pisses me off because I like to learn that stuff as I'm working. I can learn while I'm working. Right.
So what are we going to do tonight? What do you want to talk about?
Well,
I brought these though.
Oh, you got your card.
When I got started in this, you were asking about the tarot part of it. Yeah. I got started in tarot, believe this or not. When I opened the shop, I had one of the readers, one of the original readers. She's not with me anymore. She does her own thing now. But she was in the shop there for a while. A very good reader, very, very good reader. And her and I, on a slow day or something, we would start playing around with things. Yeah. And hey, is that Angel? Yep. Hey, Angel. We would play around with the cards and everything. So one day she handed me her set, and she was like, "Give me a reading." And I'm like, "I don't know the tarot at all." She's like, "Just give me a reading." So I started to this day, I don't read like a normal one, but I just started picking out cards and just started telling the story I saw with them. And she was like, "How do you know the meanings to all these cards if you say you haven't studied?" I'm like, "I don't know. It came naturally, but I have looked at them. Like I have studied them now. But in the very beginning, I didn't. I just grabbed the set and actually just started telling the story. Like if you asked me a question, I would just start pulling cards as I felt need, like whatever card felt right, I guess you'd say. And I would pull it out and I'd start talking about the story. And then that is kind of how I got started. But Thursday nights are fun for me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll get some readings tonight.
Okay, I'm kind of the same way. I got my first tarot deck and I just messed around with it myself. I didn't spend a lot of time with it. Then I got another one and another one and another one. And how that goes, just like crystals, you can never have enough.
Yeah.
But then me and Christy got to doing the Drunken Tarot, and we don't do anything the way it's supposed to be done.
Oh, I know. I'm there.
And a lot of the times we actually hit. We have people messaging us, how did you know that?
Right.
And we're making up funny stories about the picture. Spirit's still coming through, even though we're making it funny.
Yeah.
I have subbed in on a couple shows and did some readings, and I didn't do too shabby. But it's not something I do all the time, and it's not. I don't feel confident enough in it. I probably should, but I need to spend a little bit more time studying and understanding the decks a little bit more too.
I agree. I mean, there's so much to every card. There's so much more than just the basic meaning. But it all, like, if you like, I tell people that start with tarot, it's like, learn the basic meanings of the cards. Learn them. You have to. But then after that, let your intuition kind of go with it, because your intuition gets stronger and stronger the more you play with them.
Yep. Yeah. What's the first thing that pops in your head when you pull this card and see the picture and you feel that energy?
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah. And it's like a lot of times with me, it'll be, now that I've been doing it for a while, I'll get like the whole blips thing where it'll be words I hear or words I see while I'm doing it. And I'll be like, I don't know if this means anything to you, but I saw the word. I saw the word. I never tell anybody I'm psychic. I'm like, I don't consider myself psychic. I just say intuitive.
There you go. There you go.
Save myself on that one.
Yeah.
Because if I say I'm psychic, they're going to confuse that with medium, and then I'm going to talk to grandma and talk. And I don't know how to do that yet. Yes.
Yes. I get it. Grandma's not talking right now. Spirit is.
Yep.
Now, Spirit might convey a message through me from your grandma, but I don't see your grandma here. Sorry about it.
Yeah, I've only had like the medium thing. I've only had it honestly to say one time in my shop that I ever had the actual somebody at my counter, and I'm talking to them, and all of a sudden I'm like, I know this sounds odd, and I started telling her that I just saw a picture of you standing next to this gentleman, and I described him. And then she was probably in her 20s, and she was like, oh my God, I'll be right back. And she went to her car. She's like, is this the person you saw? And I was like, actually it is, but not this age. This person was older with gray hair, that kind of thing. She's like, oh, no. This is a picture of my dad when he was 40. And I was like, oh, because it was the weirdest thing, Keith. It was like looking at her and almost seeing like a picture in your mind of the same scene, but there was a gentleman standing behind her. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever encountered. But I made her cry, and I felt bad, but it was like, I told her how he was standing. She goes, oh, that's how he always stood when he protected me. He was always very protective of me. Yeah. And I said, I guess that's his message. He's still here. He's still around you. He's still protecting you. Yeah. It's the only time I've ever had an instance.
I've had it happen a few times. One night, this is before the fire happened. I'm sitting here. I just popped open a beer. I think I was going to watch TV or go work out in the garage or something. And I heard go to the bar. Like, I don't want to go to the bar. I got stuff to do here. Mm-hmm. It got louder and it got louder. And then my door opened and I heard go to the bar. Fine. I'll go to the damn bar. Mm-hmm. So I went down to the bar. I sat down, and a guy I knew was there with his girlfriend. And the only place to sit naturally was, next to her. Mm-hmm. Sat down, said, hey, hello, how you doing? And whatnot. And next thing I know, I'm like, what is it about a semi-truck? I'm supposed to tell you about a semi-truck. Oh. A big green, Peterbilt. And she just stopped and stopped breathing. Mm-hmm. How do you know that? I'm like, well, I'm seeing this guy that looks like this driving it and waving. I'm supposed to tell you hello. And it was her dad. Mm. And he gave me a few more things, and they hit. And next thing you know, she's crying and smiling and laughing and oh my God. And yeah, she ended up writing a thank you note on a napkin and gave it to me. I think I still like that. I think it's actually survived the fire. But it's just weird how stuff happens, I've heard, I've been told to go to Casey's. Like, I don't need anything from Casey's. Go to Casey's. Fine. I'd walk in there and I knew one of the people that was working there. I'm like, oh girl, what the hell? Tell me, come on. How'd you know? You tell me. Mm-hmm. It's weird how spirit works.
It is very weird how spirit works. Sometimes you don't notice it either. That's the worst part. Yeah. You go through it and you're just like, wait a minute. I'll tell you an instance that happened when this was so cool and it made me almost cry. And my daughter, last year in wintertime, it got bitterly flipping cold here. And snow came down, ice, everything else. So one of my youngest readers, River, was here. And he's, his car and everything. We're getting ready to leave for the night. We're shutting down the shop. He's already on his way. He comes back in. He says, you're not going to believe this. He was like, my car is designed that when my car is in the ignition running, it can't lock. And I said, okay. Well, guess what it did? It locked, and I said, oh my God, okay. So he's young, so I'm going out there. My daughter goes out there. They're friends. We're out there trying to figure out, like, let me go old school. Let me go and find a wire coat hanger. Yep. I'm going to figure out how to get into this thing. We tried for I bet it was an hour with this thing running. And I said, okay, here's what I'm going to do, kiddo. I'm going to go ahead and get I'm going to get a locksmith over here, and we're going to get you in your car. And don't worry about paying me right now, but you can just pay me back whenever, And so I called this locksmith. Well, it's going to be 2 hours. I'm like, guys, this car's been running for an hour. Okay. So I'm like, listen, guys, it's just bitterly cold out here. And then we're sitting in our cold car waiting for these guys. I'm like, let's just get back in the shop. We'll warm back up. We'll figure this out, and all this. Okay. So Lauren and I go and unlock the door. We go in and we turn the lights on, the alarm off, and everything else. River doesn't come back in. And we're like, where the hell did he go? Right? We walk outside. Here he's with some guy. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing? This guy's got his hood popped up. Okay. River's helping him when he actually needs help himself. Okay. And so I'm thinking, all right, what's going on out here? Now get this. So the guy goes to River. He says, "Hey man, he goes, I need a jump. Can you give me a jump?" And River's like, "Well, I would, but my car's running with the key locked inside it." He goes, "I got a Jimmy." He said, "I'll get you in your car." Okay. This guy gets River back in his car. In return, River had one of those portable chargers.
Yeah.
He brings the portable charger out. It helps the guy get started. And both are now going home. And I looked at that. I was like, "Did you see that, Lauren?"
Isn't that awesome?
She's like, when I said that right there was the perfect example of divine timing.
Oh.
He had to lock his key in the car in order for this gentleman to get his help to get home to his family in response, you know what I mean? And it was just like, it almost brought tears to my eyes. I'm like, that was the perfect example of how the divine exists.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Another example of that is you pulling into that little mini mall and seeing that shop. What are the odds of you pulling into that mini mall at that time and see that shop for real?
Yep.
What are the odds?
Right. Divine timing. You got to believe in it.
I do.
You got to believe it.
The fire.
Yeah.
We had our grandkids. Mom just picked them up. Was going to go up, take a nap. Was tired. Grandkids wore me out over the weekend. Something said go to the lake, so I went to the lake. If I wouldn't have went to the lake, we wouldn't be on this show.
That's true. That's very true. Because I remember you saying that, and then the neighbor called you from the lake. So I think divine. You have your time here for a reason. Everybody has a purpose. So those that are going through the depression and loneliness and things of that sort, you have to you got to find it. You're here for a reason. And I'll tell you what, the Akashic Records thing, I had never had a reading done with that because it's not that I don't understand what it is. I just never went to a reader for this. Okay. So yesterday when we had the one girl, she's been with us for a while as an amateur. And she said, "I want to try a new skill set I have." She's always doing tarot and she did this Akashic record. Now, here's the thing. I got a reading with her yesterday and my mouth must have dropped open like 3 times because I never said anything about certain things I've been thinking about for let's say in my future, 10 years from now. She brought it all up and then she brought up Michael. She's like, when you sat down, I've done 6 readings today. And when you sat down, you have this amazing, strong energy around you. Like there's a bunch of people around you. And I said, well, I appreciate that. And she said, "But Michael, she kept doing that at me. And I'm like, "Are you talking about Archangel Michael?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, well, Michael and I work together all the time, whether it's I'm personally scared of something, you know what I mean? But a lot of times I'll send him home with people from the shop if they've got something dark going on, or if something, we've had this happen before, somebody leaves something dark behind at my shop. People have attachments and they're almost like bus passengers. They catch on to you. You come into my shop, you drop it off. The next person comes in, they could take it with them or they could leave it behind. So we have a lot of that. But Michael and I work together all the time. And I was shocked when she brought that up. She said, "He looks at you like a sister." And I was like, "Okay, you're not the first person to tell me that."
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So the Akashic Records, if you ever get a chance for that kind of reading, that is pretty cool.
I may, once I get caught up on the bills and stuff, I may get a hold of you and have you schedule a reading for me.
Yeah, because she was amazing.
I have gotten into the hall. One day I just sat and meditated. I concentrated on the 3 chakras that are above our crown chakra.
Yeah.
And I kind of went up through those. And I got in there. I could look at the books, but I couldn't read the language. And Lord forbid, don't ever sneak one out because I
was going to say, you didn't even ask permission to be there in the first place.
Handed to you in no uncertain terms.
You have to ask permission, my love.
Yeah. Ask anybody that knows me. I learned the hard way. Ask Steve. He'll tell you.
Yeah. I love Steve. Steve, he is so, what's the word I'm looking for? Philosophical. Yes. I love him. Yeah. I love talking to him about things.
Yeah, I could listen to him talk all night.
I know. Yeah.
He tells me the same damn thing. It's something about, I like his voice, he likes my voice, and you get us both in the same room, and we can either sit there and listen to each other all night, where we will actually talk ourselves to sleep because we relax so much.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that. I could see that happening.
Yeah. And Michael's got a hell of a sense of humor.
Yes, he does.
Just saying.
Yes, he does.
Do you know when he comes to me?
When's that? Oh, wait a minute. We talked about this in the shower.
And he'll point and he'll laugh. And I'm like, dude, what do you want now?
I know. As far as I know, I don't think he wants to see this. I mean, this is why, being a witch, I don't do skyclad. I always tell him the gods and goddesses do not want to see this. They put that little cloud down to cover me in just the right areas, you know. But no, I mean, Michael's been. I have seen the humor side of him, and also he's also the gambling angel. He likes to. He does great with mechanical. So if you ever have a problem with your car and you're just in a bad spot and you just do that whole, please, I just need to get somewhere. Sometimes you'll see that he will tweak that just enough to get it started, get you to your house. That's happened. But he's also the gambling angel. So if you go to the casino, I've done this before. I'm not there to win thousands of dollars. It would be nice once in a while, but I've never done it. But I'll be like, okay, listen, Michael, I'm down to about $20. Now, if you're even here, you got to show me some kind of sign. And within like 2 minutes, it'll be like, bing, 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 bing. You'll hear that machine going off. He might give you 100, but he's just like, I'm here, but I'm not going to spoil you.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I mean, he's been around me. Well, one of my psychics told me he's been around me for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's just been since I became like older that he's actually worked with me, I guess you'd say, or I work with him more than he works with me.
Same. So. And that's an aspect of him that I didn't realize. I never heard that aspect of him, and he's never showed it to me. But now that I know that.
Yeah. See, he guides you.
I did buy a Powerball ticket tonight, just saying.
Oh, yeah. So we found out in the past that doesn't work. I think that's considered spoiling. Because one time there was a bunch of us that had our pendulums out, and we decided to pick our numbers that way. Yeah. Whichever one the number. Yeah, we either hit it. I don't know what happened. We didn't win. Pendulums were totally wrong on that one.
The most I've ever won is like $21, I think.
There's
been a couple sevens, like maybe a couple bucks and free tickets, you know, the 21, and that's it. But I get excited when I win, even when I win like $2 or $3. I get excited. I'm happy.
Oh yeah, I think the most we won on the scratch house was down at the shop. There's 3 of us that did it together. We just put our money in, got a few of the cards, and we got $300. So that was the most we ever won. That was kind of nice, but yeah. Nice. But I am going to the casino next weekend now. Not so much. I'm not going so much to gamble as last year I took my husband there for the Super Bowl since Bengals were in it. And, well, they're not in it this year, but we had such a good time because they kind of treat us pretty decent over there. You can tell how much money I've lost there. When they start treating you nice, it's because you've lost a lot there.
Right. Yeah, you get comp rooms and whatnot. And
oh, yeah. So we got a free room for 2 days, and we're invited to their big tailgate thing with the Super Bowl. So all the snacks, all the drinks, everything's all free. So, yeah, we're going over there. Nice.
Yeah, I don't
we'll see if Michael's going to be there with me.
There you go. There you go. I'll try not to bother him on that day.
I know. I know. I'll try not to. But so.
All right,
so how many people we got on there?
I'm showing 4 people watching tonight.
4 people, okay.
But I have noticed that sometimes the counters aren't always correct. So
yeah, I know. Same with mine too. Now, see, I don't know if anybody's coming in from the outside. I don't know how that works because I did throw it on my page and on my personal page and things like that for people to join, so they could meet the Otters Den, Keith Ottersberg.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, my husband said tonight, he was like, "Do you guys think that it's kind of ironic that you're on there together?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "The otter and the wolf." And I was like, "I didn't think about it."
2 wild animals.
Thing is I think we look the opposite. I think you look more like the wolf. I look more like the little otter.
It's the hair.
But so I knew.
Would anybody like to receive a reading this evening?
Yeah, if there's only 4 on it, I could probably do like a 3-card pull.
There you go.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of times I get too many people. I can't do that many. But I knew what's her name, Renee. I know she. Whoop, who's that? That's no, I thought she had something up there. Yeah, Yeah, if somebody wants to, they don't have to ask me a question. We'll just do it general.
Okay. We got
Unless
5.
they want to ask a question. If they want to ask a question, that's fine.
Okay. Angelite said, yes, please. Do you have a question or just want a general?
Yep. That's all I need to know, Angela. Do you have a question, or would you want to just see what universe has to say to you?
Then we got Renee and we got Lisa.
Okay. Will you keep track of the names?
I'm gonna grab a piece of paper. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you need to grab some oracles. Look, he takes off. He's supposed to be like doing this with me.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you better get those oracles.
They're sitting right beside me.
Huh?
They're sitting right beside me.
All right. See, his show and he's not prepared. That's how that works.
I got a whole TV tray full of my cards ready, and I don't know if I'm gonna read them serious or if I'm gonna drink them.
Oh, I can just imagine. No, how about with you? It's good reader, bad reader.
Perfect. That tells me right.
I'll be the blunt one that gives them the blunt message, and you could sweeten it up at the end. How's that?
There we go. All right, Angel. I said general.
General, okay. Angel Light. I like that, by the way. That is such a cute little name. Let's see, Angel Light. Give me a second. Let me just kind of tune in to see what she needs to hear. Angel Light. All right. Let's see. I'll hold him up so she can see what I got too. Yeah, okay. Here's my face. Hang on. Angel Light.
Hey, Steven.
All right. Okay. First thing I got was this is the Page of Wands. It's inverted. So basically, Angel, don't be afraid of the thing that you are trying to accomplish. There is some kind of goal. There's some kind of success that you're looking for, but yet you're fearful of doing the action, honey. It's not going to fall in your lap. Okay, so the work has to be done. And one of the other things is you are going to have to make sure that your heart and your head are in balance. They're in the same place for the same goal. Okay. Right now, you are a person who kind of runs on emotion, so you're going to have to pull that back. I don't know what this is about, sweetie, but I'm doing the best I can. Basically, it's about getting back in control of yourself on the emotional level. So whatever this action is that you feel like you have to do, that's the first thing that you need to do in the work, is work on getting the heart and head in a balanced thing. Do not let the heart lead and do not let the head lead. They need to be side by side in this matter. There is this goal, and I feel like this, I don't want to say this is a love relationship, but this is a heartfelt relationship. So this can be with someone who's an ex. It can be like a friend. It can be lovers. It can be family. You are going to find that this goal that you're trying to do, there's going to be some communication here very soon. It is from someone from your past. So I hope that rings a bell to you. They will be reaching out to you soon. It could be like text or phone or whatever. But when they do, make sure you really listen. Don't listen to reply to them. Listen to really listen to them, because they are coming with the truth. They're coming with the heartfelt apology or something of that sort. So Angel, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I'm getting for you. Now Keith is going to give you something too. So
yes. And as I open the box of my cards.
Oh, these brand new?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is my crow deck. I use it quite often. But
I like the crow deck.
Literally 2 cards. I lifted the box off, set the box on the couch, and then 2 cards jumped off the top of the deck and fell on the floor. So those are your cards. So now I don't know if you've ever seen the Drunken Tarot show.
I've watched it several times.
But I don't do readings like everybody else.
Neither do I. Neither do I sober. But I've heard some of the stuff you said drunk, and I'm sitting there like, dear God.
Oh, yeah. Now, the card I got for you, the first one, because this one was face up, the other one was face down. This one's face up. Now you see that crow? You need to get you a snack. That's you. You need to get you a snack. That looks like a pretzel. So you must be hungry and you must need some salt. So you might be a little dehydrated. So you need to drink a little water and get yourself a pretzel. And you need to be strong about it. Don't be shy. Just go get yourself the biggest damn pretzel you can find, and some flowers. Get you some flowers because they smell good. You know, pretzels don't always smell good, but the flowers do. So nobody's going to smell the pretzel. So, and you got to be strong to eat a big pretzel because sometimes they're big and they're chewy and doughy and stuff. And
Dear God.
and then see, and you can't make this up. See, you're gonna need lots of water. Did I call it or did I not call it?
But that's kind of cool though, because you got cups too. So
Yeah.
I got cups too. So this is an emotional journey she's going on, something on the mental state or emotion state.
Yeah. Look at the crow here. She looking down, see all that fire around her. She is mad at something. Probably that somebody up there she mad at. That's why she needs the strength, not the strength, knocked out of the sky. So just get yourself a nice cold drink and just let things flow. See how it's flowing over there? You need to let the cup fill back up. Don't jump without your cup full. You gotta get your cup full up, and then what's dripping over the edge, that's what you feed other people. That's what you help other people with. So get your damn cup filled up.
I like that. Let the cup fill up and flow over. I like that. But remember, girl, keep control. Gotta keep control of that water there.
Yeah. Yeah, you always got to control your water. Otherwise, you people look at you funny because your pants are wet.
Or you're over 50 and you sneeze.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Next up is Renee, and she would like a general.
Okay. That's
Renee,
I said Cole, isn't it?
Cody.
Cody. Okay. I knew it was 4 letters. Hang on a second.
Yeah. And Peggy, do you have a question, Peggy, or did you want a general?
Okay.
And Angel Light says, I hear you and thank you. I will look out for you.
Oh, we must have been on the money then.
Drama.
All right, so Renee. Gotta see what's going on with Renee. All right. Okay. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Okay. All right. Well, first
on both of you.
What is that? Right. Oh, okay. Go. Awesome.
Both of you.
Well, just like I said, when that person calls you, make sure you listen because they're coming to you with truth. All right, Miss Renee. First card up, Hierophant. This is about educating yourself, getting experiences, but a lot of times this can be about learning lessons, and everybody hates hearing that. But it is about learning a lesson. But that lesson has to be there in order for you to grow, okay? Now, there's some things going on around you, and this is probably the lesson learned here. This is the 10 of Swords, okay? 10 of Swords is what I call the Monday card. It is basically you're listening to too many people around you. You're listening to their opinions. You're listening to their the talk. It's all talk that they're saying to you, okay? The problem is that you're starting to believe what they say. So if they're sitting there telling you you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, and all this other crap, you listen to that. After a while, it becomes the stabbing of the back. You see how he's not going anywhere? You're not going to go anywhere when you're listening to all these opinions and be honestly baseless crap that they're saying to you, okay? So that's probably the lesson you need to learn is quit going to people around you for your own journey because this is your journey. Also, you are in the process of a success, okay? But I hate to tell you, you don't have help in it, okay? So the people that you're going to for help, it's like when you go to move and they say, sure, I can help you move any day of the week. What, 2 o'clock? Oh, I can't do that at 2 o'clock. Oh, I can't do that at 4 o'clock. It's like that. So do not depend on others in this journey. It's not that it's a soul journey. It's just that it is a SOUL journey, okay? So they're not going to be they can't help you. They don't have the answers. The lesson has to be learned only by you, okay? First thing you have to do is this card here. You got to let go of this crap. The stuff that people are telling you that you can and cannot do, that should be your challenge in that matter. Not to listen to it, but that'd be that. When people say that to me, you can't do that, or that's not right. Watch me. Okay. So Renee, in this situation, whatever you're going through, it's a watch me situation. So stop listening to these people around you. They're not in your shoes. Therefore, they can't give you good advice.
If they tell you can't do something, do it twice and take pictures, girl.
There you go. That's right. Because if there isn't pictures, there isn't proof.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Now for Master Keith over here.
Exactly. Now this is a new deck. I'm still getting used to. This is This is the supernatural deck. Yes, from the TV show.
Ah, well, you pulling them all out tonight? You're gonna do.
Oh, I got all my decks. I got my little decks. I got my big decks. It's sitting right here.
I got you. Big deck energy. I got you.
Yeah. Look at the size of this box. Tell me that ain't a big deck.
You know the size of that box doesn't matter, Keith, right?
No, you know, not. Never mind. Anyway, but this one, I mean, kind of seriously, it kind of says the same thing. You know, you got this dude over here, and I can't tell who it's supposed to be, but oh, that's Lucifer. That's Lucifer right there. He's wearing the hat, and I can't remember what that angel's name is. But they're sitting there talking to each other. One of them's telling the other one what to do, and the other one's saying, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. You watch me." So that goes right along with what she was saying.
Mm-hmm. You can't figure out which way. Look, oh, we are opposite, aren't we?
Yes. It takes some getting used to. And see, now this one, you're just supposed to go. You're not supposed to listen to anybody, like she said. Just go get yourself a bucket of chicken, get yourself a good book, and sit down and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, gain 20 pounds, have a heart attack.
It don't have to be the good book, just a good book. It can be the good book. You know, I ain't judging.
It could be a good book. That might help too. Turn to Psalms. Psalms is always a good part of the Bible. Uh-oh. She's like, uh-oh, damn it, is the story of my life? Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, it was the story of her life.
Gifts just need to do the thing and stop thinking and stop. Exactly. What was I telling you the other night? Girl, you got this. I don't care what they can do. You do you.
Oh, so there was something you guys were talking about the other night then I missed. Okay, who's this?
Lisa's right. I do love boxes. Cats with boxes.
You love boxes?
There is nothing better than an awesome cardboard box. I'm just saying.
So you're part cat? Because I can't leave anything laying around without the cats getting in.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that was pretty deep for Renee, you know?
Yes. We had the lion on the card a little bit ago. They did, just for the heck of it, they actually put great big cardboard boxes in like the lion's cage and the tiger's cage. And guess what those things did?
They sat in the boxes.
They sat in the damn boxes.
That's what they do. That's what they love.
Yes.
It sits.
At petting the cat.
Petting.
We used to have a hashtag at petting the cat because of something I said on a live feed one night when I was petting my cat, and it was funny. And yeah. So Lisa is next.
Lisa
Campbell.
Lisa Campbell.
It was a general.
It's a general too. I love doing these. I love doing these because especially when someone comes in the shop and says they've never had one, I'm like, oh, let's have fun. Then that's when I get the crying going. Okay, let's see. Lisa.
Yeah. And a lot of people, somebody asked me a specific question. I'll pull the cards, and it's got nothing to do with that. It's like, that's not what you're supposed to hear today. This is what you're here today.
Yep. I've had that a couple times, and I go, I'm not trying to get off the subject, but they're trying to tell you something totally different, or it deals with the question. It's just not the answer to the question.
Right. At first, I felt bad, and like I wasn't doing it right because I wasn't getting the answer they were asking. Well, they weren't supposed to hear it right then. They weren't ready for it.
That's right. They have to fix something first before they can get the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Lisa Campbell. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Cards are trying to jump out for her. Let's see. Lisa Campbell. Okay. All right. This is interesting. This is more on a spiritual level for Lisa Campbell. High Priestess comes into play. Lisa, this is about like your connection, your intuition. You've got that gut feeling all the time. One of the issues I'm seeing here is maybe you don't follow it. So when the universe is trying to tell you, or your guides are trying to lead you, you're always doubting what you're feeling. So you go the opposite way, which is where your lessons are kind of coming from. Okay. One of the things that you're on right now is the Hermit's inverted. So it's basically this is about going within. Okay. So whatever it is you're trying to accomplish is about, you can find it within. Within would mean like your meditations or something of that sort. Just meditating or visualizing that you're accomplishing it, those kinds of things. Keep that whole gut feeling though. This is, once again, the Hermit is about yourself. So there's not going to be anyone around you that's going to give you the answer or show you the way per se. It's going to be your gut. It's going to be your intuition, your connection, your spiritual connection. Hangman's also inverted. So that tells me that you've been waiting for like this sign, like, okay, as soon as I see this, or as soon as I have time, or as soon as I have the money, or whatever this is, you want some kind of sign to tell you where you're supposed to be going. Well, if it's inverted like this, it's going to tell you this. There is no sign. They've already given it to you. They're giving it to you by giving you that gut feeling. So start listening when you get that intuition feel. That will take you in the direction you need to be. There's not going to be a physical sign coming your way for it. It's already been, how should I say it? They've done it so much, they're probably not going to give you another one. So listen to your gut on things. It's usually never wrong. And then Keith takes it from here.
Oh, yeah. And you can't make this up. You cannot make this stuff up. It's kind of messed up, but it's not messed up. You can't make this stuff up. Mm-hmm. This is the stick it up your arse deck.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. I got them all out today. I said screw it. Now, notice, I'm just going to show you the picture first. Notice these two have a rope, and it's coming from their gut. What was she just talking about?
The gut feeling.
It says, if you're losing tug of war with a tiger, give it the rope.
True.
Just let go. True. If somebody's fighting you on something so bad that you can't get to where you need to go, let go of the rope. Let go of the cord.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let it go.
Yep.
And
wow.
The right people to share your rope with, your cord. This is the deck. Yes, I got this one out too. A group of can help you achieve success. So that one that's trying to hold you back, you just need to let go of that rope, because you got a lot of people in your corner that'll help you when you're ready. Just saying.
That's cool. That's so cool. The way it's feeding off of each other. That's so cool. Yes. Wow.
All right.
Well, hopefully that helps, Lisa.
Yeah,
who understood it. I'm hoping. That's the one thing about doing these is I like doing this on like Thursday nights. I do it the same way, except for with one card it's amazing, isn't it? How Divine still gets the message across, even though we're not in the same room with them.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So as long as it's hitting a bell, it's ringing a bell to them, or that it means something that's resonating with them. That's all I care about.
Absolutely. And it may not resonate now. It might not resonate tomorrow, but it might hit next week.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. And then she's already had it though. So, what's Lisa say? You guys are awesome. That's what I needed to hear. Okay, good. That makes me feel so good that we're resonating with them. It's like, I don't know what I'm saying. I just alert what the message says.
Oh, you know what you're saying, because you were talking about we were talking about the Bible, and you mentioned the Book of Palms. Palms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Palms. If you hang on to that rope too high and they pull it through your hand, you're gonna get a palm burn. So it might give directions in the Book of Palms. I'm just kidding.
Dear God, pick a path, woman. Pick a path. All right, so
Peggy Sells. Peggy Sells.
Who is it?
Peggy Sells. Sells.
Okay. Actually, I think she's been on one of my lives before or something. I've heard of her name.
Very possible. I do share you out when I can.
Peggy Sells. Okay. Let me think about this for a minute. Peggy Sells. Get her all shuffled here. Peggy One General also?
Yes.
Okay. Peggy. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to pick an extra card on this because I want to understand this a little better. All right. What I'm getting for Peggy is, first of all, it's the two of cups that's inverted. So this basically means that this may be one of two things. Either one, you do not want to have the sit down with somebody that you really need to be having it with, or two, you're being brought into a talk that you don't want to have with someone. That kind of deal. Okay. I'm going with what I'm feeling with the rest of the cards. I'm going with the fact that I don't know why I just got this word for her, and I'm hoping I'm wrong on this, but I got the word narcissistic. And I don't know why I just got that word. But this talk that you need to have with someone, this sit down that you need to have with them, they're a weird kind of beast to you, okay? Before you do have this talk, even if they've been reaching out to you, like, I need to talk to you, that's fine. Make sure your heart and head are in the right place. I got the Two of Pentacles, which is all about balance, okay? So in this situation, I just feel that it is something about making sure that you are grounded and that your heart and your head, so your logic and your emotion are in check on this, okay? In other words, come in with a poker face. This person, I don't know who this is, but this person seems to do the whole, and this card came up for the first person. What was that? Renee was our first. Oh no, not Renee. The person, was Renee the first one?
Angel Light.
This one, Angel. This one here is about listening to other people. So the reason I feel that this talk or this meeting or something like that is being it's because they tend to always throw things on you. They're throwing the blame on you, whatever the situation is. And the problem is here, sweetie, you are actually listening to them. So you become so, how should I say this? Well, actually, I'm going to say it because the next card proves what I'm going to say. You feel under their thumb. You feel trapped when you do this, when you let them do this, okay? So every time you want to sit down and have a talk, they flip the tables on you and they put you in a position of almost like you feel like, oh, I should have never had this talk because it's all my fault. No, it's not. The devil inverted came up. This is about this talk or whatever the situation is that's coming for you is about finally breaking free of that, okay? This is probably why the card of the heart and head being in balance needs to be done first. You need to be very grounded before you approach this person, because this is going to be, as they say, the final scene. You're going to finally be able to stand up to them, break free of this crap that they put you in. The devil is all about trapping and making you feel like you're trapped. But in all honesty, the devil does not have that power. Only you do. So you trap yourself in these matters. This is going to be a major turnaround in your life. If I'm on spot, this is a dreadful thing to go through, but a very liberating thing at the end. It's kind of like the tower moment is what I get. So what? What was that look about? All right, Keith, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Are you going on with the tower now?
I'm getting kind of the same thing. See, the first card I got was the Two of Pentacles. Okay, that's a Two of Pentacles. See,
that's right.
That's a pentacle, and that's a pentacle. You're standing on one pentacle while holding the other one, trying to balance your damn self. And pentacles is your money, your financial. It's like a nickel. Think of a pentacle like a nickel, or a quarter, or a dime, or whatever. And you see how you're all wrapped up in yourself? If you look way down here, right there, see them two camels? That's you and somebody else trying to hold you back. They got you all wrapped up in yourself. And you don't know. You see how big your eyes are? Look at them big old eyes. That's not to see people better. That's like you going. They got you all wrapped up. And speaking of grounding, you got to get a different view, girl. That's a bat. You got the bat, and you see how the bat. You know how bats sleep, hanging upside down. They don't sleep on the ground. They sleep hanging upside down. They don't get grounded. Well, maybe if they're in a tree, because the tree is connected to them.
But that being like that's all about the whole perspective. But
you're upside down. And I can't make you right side up because then the words are upside down. So that's just the way it's supposed to be. So you need to turn that frown upside down and ground yourself a little bit. And then you're going to get your pentacle situation figured out. You're going to unwrap yourself. Get yourself out of all that toilet paper. It's not that much shit to get out of. You can do it. You can do it.
Oh, now I'm kind of worried. I'm like, did we hit a spot with Peggy, or
you got toilet paper that you wrapped up in to wipe your slate clean?
Yeah. Wow, that was a deep one. That was very deep. That's the thing is, like, the one cards, even on Thursdays when I do the one cards, I can get extremely personal and deep in just one card.
Yeah.
You know. That's what people don't understand. It's like one card. It's like, yeah, I can tell you a lot about yourself with one card.
Yeah,
So is
absolutely.
Peggy okay, or did she like faint on us?
Haven't seen anything from her yet, so she may, have those.
She's probably sitting there in shock, like, what the? I don't even know what they're talking about. Well, we're giving you a warning then if you don't.
Oh, there she is. Hang on. Yes, you did on a couple of different things. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, okay. Just remember, get yourself grounded before, like, pretty much, like, get yourself in a position before you go into battle.
Yes. Yes. Get your feet firmly planted on the ground.
Yep.
Be standing on the edge of those pinnacles, because they can go this way, they can go that way. Just lay them flat, stand on top of them. That's your pinnacle. Ain't no one taking it from you. That's yours. If you want to stand on it, just not on the edge to where you fall down.
There you go. Anyone else?
I believe that is it.
Is it really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. We had 4 people ask for reading.
Just get warmed up.
Steve, you still on? Steve and Tyree, you still on? You want reading?
Steve's on? Hey.
Yep.
You know, if Steve's on, then Kevin's on too, right?
What's that?
If Steve is on, then Kevin is too.
Oh, that's right. Yep, Kevin.
Yep.
If you're watching, how you doing?
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, here it is. He did pop on. He said howdy. I don't know if he's still on or not though.
Steve, do you want a 3-card pool? I don't think I know he's tuned in on Thursdays, but I don't think he's ever asked me for one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he's ever asked me for one.
He might be scared.
Scared? Nah. Yeah, Steve's on his own journey. He's got all kinds of skills going.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want any more on his plate.
Yeah, he does. That poor guy, he does have a lot on his plate right now. He does. And so does his roomie. So does Kevin. So.
Yeah.
Yes, I call him the Lexington Lawless.
Oh, there you go.
They come to the shop every Sunday usually. They come and visit, and then they usually shop or whatever. But a lot of times they'll just visit. And yeah, Steve's always got something going on. And they're always planning something. So
Peggy just said, I do drop in on your show also.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, I knew I've seen her name before. I knew I've seen her name. So, and I appreciate it. But yeah, I like doing it on Thursdays. Except for the trolls. Now I'm starting to get trolls.
Oh, don't they suck?
When DM me because Spirit told me to message you. I got something for you. It's like, oh my God.
I could give you trolls a reading, just saying.
I could too. I see you being shunned. Shunned away and banned. But Steve, you want one?
He might have popped off. He's not popped up and saying that. And that's all right.
That's all right. Yeah. Oh,
Anywho's. We are at that hour mark, and we have gotten all the readings done that everybody asked for. So, on that note, I have got some things to clean up, which I specified earlier.
Oh, Kat flew for me. She's so cute.
Oh, I'm going.
She's got the cutest little face.
Oh, she is beautiful. And you got to get up close to her because a picture doesn't do the justice. But when you look into her eyes, my God, you just melt. They are so beautiful.
I was going to say, there's a couple of videos you've done where you've said something to her and she does the side eye at you.
Yes.
It is adorable. It's adorable. She looks almost human. She looks almost human when she does it.
Yeah. Yeah. She gets that.
Yeah, the little side eye. Okay, well, thanks for having me on. They said if you want to have me on sometime, like if Joni's sick or not, just let me know. If you can give me a day's time, that one night when you asked me, I wanted to, but honey, it was like no makeup, hair in a bun, and I was teaming.
I hear you. And I did post her link in the comments.
Oh, okay. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Give her page a like and start following her. And as you've seen, she does some awesome readings. So
thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
And she likes to put me in my place. So
I do not do none of this sort. I just listen.
In a good way. You do it in a good way. I just
listen. I don't put you in your place. I just listen. Give you a little advice here and there. That's all.
And sometimes that's just what I need. I don't always listen to it or adhere to it, but I need to hear it.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on. It was fun.
Yeah, thank you. I had fun too. I did. I hope everybody had fun. And thank you again for everybody popping on. thank you to those who will listen to the replays. And next week I will be back with Joni. We're going to be going over what the the stars are doing, what they got planned for us. And
dancing away up there.
Gets a little heavy. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. See you later.
I took a little break through the holidays because I needed a little break. But I'm going to try to get back on every week now. I'm going to do every other week with Joni, and then try to find guests every other week. Kind of gives her a little break. She's got some other things going on too. And that way I can get people like you out here, get your name out, get your face out, help get you some followers, and just try to help people. Yep.
That's what it's about.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. Again, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week.